Good morning, boys and girls, or good afternoon, or whatever time you happen to be watching this video. At Palms, we like to celebrate everyone's culture. Palms is a school that has a diverse population. We have students just about from every continent on the planet. From September 15th to October 15th, we are going to celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month. Now, last year when we celebrated, we had some great traditional dancers. We had our fifth grade students singing De Colores. We had teachers giving various lessons on Hispanic history and art lessons. This year is going to be a little bit different, but we're still going to acknowledge and respect the Hispanic culture and their contributions to America and the world at large. This year, you may see that I have a suitcase in the background. This year, Mr. Pena and we're going to go to various parts of the world and look at those countries of Hispanic origin and learn what we can learn through their history and also through their experience and their contributions to the United States and also to the world in general. So boys and girls, come along with me. But whenever you go somewhere, you're supposed to bring a passport. We don't have a passport, but what we do have is we have the three B's, and that's going to be our passport because we're going to be respectful of the place we go. We're going to be responsible. We're not going to take anything that is not ours. We're going to be safe. And when we come back, we'll talk about all the things that we've learned. I hope that each of you will enjoy this trip as we go to various places in celebration and recognition of National Hispanic Heritage Month. Come along with me. Let me get my bag.
Mr. Howell, wait for me. Y'all see which way Mr. Howell went? See you later.
Whoa, we made it. We got here. We're at our first stop in El Salvador, the capital, San Salvador. It gained its independence from Spain September 15th, 1821. The beautiful El Salvadorian flag is basically two colors, two stripes of cobalt blue, and in the middle, one stripe of white. The cobalt blue stands for the water that surrounds El Salvador. The white stands for the purity, and the circle stands for the unity. Now, you might be wondering, where am I? I am at El Tunca, which is the most popular tourist spot in El Salvador. It has the best waves. Now, you may and you may not remember this, but our principal loves to surf. I wonder is she going to be out there? It's also the land of volcanoes. There are 20 different volcanoes in El Salvador. 2 are still active. I'm going to get hungry. One of the best, most popular foods in El Salvador is the pupusa. It is a rich tortilla, thick tortilla with meat, corn, savory. You can also put pickled cabbage on it, tomatoes and rice, beans and rice. It is so good, you're going to want one. But if you're ever here, make sure that you speak to the people. The people are friendly, the place is open, it has a great vibe here in El Tunca. I hope that you enjoy the rest of our trip, and know, when you go somewhere, respect the people, the land. Don't take anything that isn't yours. Remember the 3 B's. I'll see you at the next stop. Surf's up, dude. Wow, we made it. And Mr. Pena did find me at the airport. But we had to drive down here to the next destination, which is Guatemala. It was over a 10-hour drive. We were in the back of a truck, but we did make it. But before I tell you about the festival that I'm at, let me give you a little bit of facts about Guatemala. Guatemala has over 21 dialects. Its independence was fought for and won on September 15th, 1821. Some of its exports, things that they give to the world, coffee, a precious stone, jade. Their flag is a beautiful vertical flag of blue and white in the middle. The blue stands for the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. And in the middle, the white stands for purity and peace. But the coolest thing is, let's get back to this kite behind me. This is representative of a 3,000-year-old celebration. It's called All Saints Day. And these kites represent when a person passes within this culture, how their spirit is freed from their body. It has been great visiting Guatemala. We've had many students who are from this country, who their family's origin is Guatemala. If you ever get a chance to come down here, come check out this festival. Look at the beautiful kite. How high do they fly? El Salvador. Now our next journey, we're going to go to Chile. Now it took a long time to get down here on the back of that truck, Mr. Pena. And he had his golf cart, he had his golf clubs rather. So this time we want to get down there a little quicker. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet. I'm just going to click us there. I made it. Wow, in the transition, I even changed my clothes, my shirt. Pretty cool. Well, you might wonder where I am. I'm actually on the coast of Chile, in the Easter Island. As you can see, these statues, these are the Mulai. These were created by the Rapa Nui people over 500 years ago. These statues were made for leaders of the country in the community. Over 500 years ago, that was before the Spanish came and conquered these people. The Spanish ruled Chile for about 300 years. It gained its independence in 1810, September 18th. Let's go and look at Chile. If you go to Chile, the capital of Chile is Santiago. Santiago, the country of Chile, has over 19 million people. It's also known for its great poets, a land of poets. Two of its poets actually won the Nobel Prize for their literary accomplishments. Now their flag is very interesting. It's red, it's white, and it's blue. It has a star in the left-hand top corner, and that star represents its independence. The blue stands for the sky. The white stands for the snow of the Andes Mountains of Chile. And the red stands for the blood, the fight that the people had to endure to free themselves from the rule of the Spanish. If you ever get a chance to visit here, you also will want to know that the driest place on earth is in the deserts of Chile. A cool thing also, how many of you like to swim? I love to swim. One of the biggest pool in the world is also in Chile. It's at a resort. I hope if you ever get a chance to come to Chile that you will look at all the fascinating history, you'll look at its accomplishment, you'll look at its people, but mostly you'll look at how we are very similar, even though we might do some things a little bit differently. And that's the beauty of travel. You know, I was thinking I'm going to go and look more closely at these monuments, and I was noticing that there's no trees on this island. Hey, you should find out what that is. I'm going to go over here and look at the some of these monuments up close. I'll see you all at the next stop. I hope I see Mr. Pena. I know he came with me. I'll see him later. I'm going to go and look at some of the monuments. We're here. We made it. We're in Mexico, and behind me are the pyramids of Chichen Itza. It is one of the oldest and largest Mayan civilizations, along with other civilizations that brought the world agriculture, science, and just a rich culture. Welcome to Mexico. Mexico City is the largest city in Mexico. It is also the oldest continuously inhabited city in the Americas. It dates way before any state, any city in America. In Mexico, there are 122 million citizens, 31 states, and they speak official languages. There are 68 official languages within Mexico. Mexico together is called the United States of Mexico. Mexico gained their independence when a priest, a father, Father Miguel Hidalgo, said, "Viva Mexico," which means long live Mexico. And that was the beginning of the fight for independence. Mexico gained its independence in 1810, September 16th, after fighting for its freedom from Spain. The Mexican flag is white, which stands for purity. The green stands for hope, and the red stands for the blood that was shed in fighting for its independence and freedom. It also has the bird of of Mexico in the middle of its flag. Now, what's really interesting about Mexico, it also has a state that is called Chihuahua. Some of you may even had the little smallest dog in the world. The city of Chihuahua is where the name Chihuahua started. So all Chihuahuas, little dogs, it comes from this state of Chihuahua. Mr. Pena's grandfather is from Chihuahua. Mexico has lots of beautiful places to visit. Some of your families may have even gone to Cancun. Mexico is rich in color. It has lots of minerals, insects, plants that produce some of the most vibrant colors. And some of these colors and the use of colors went back to the old world and introduced the use of bright colors. So when you see bright, festive colors, a lot of those colors come from Mexico because it's rich in color. Mexico also is known for its fight for freedom. Slavery was legal at one point in America, but the Mexican government was against slavery. And people of African descent, they would run away, set themselves free from slavery. They would run to Mexico. And Mexico, with the big heart that they had, they gave refuge. The American government went to the Mexican government and said, "Hey, we want our slaves back. Give them back." The Mexican government said, "No, it is wrong," and they would not partake in it. Also, more recently, Mendez versus Westminster made it possible for the desegregation of schools in Orange County. Later, that case made it possible in Brown versus the Board of Education that made segregation illegal in all of the United States. But it started with Mendez versus Westminster right here locally. So we want to thank people who fight for the rights of everyone. One thing I wanted to share with you also is an interesting natural phenomenon in Mexico. Many of you, all of you have heard of a butterfly, but there's a monarch butterfly that travels from Mexico all the way through America, up through Canada. But it takes generations of butterflies to do this. So the first butterfly might make 600 miles. It flutters and flutters and flutters. It gets tired. It has eggs, larvae, a chrysalis, and then it becomes a butterfly, and it continues this journey. It's almost like a relay race. They work together to get from Mexico to the United States, all the way up to Canada. I want to thank you for coming along with Mr. Pena and I as we visit different places in Mexico and El Salvador, Guatemala, and Chile. If there's other places you're interested in, read about it, learn about it, be about educating yourself. Thank you so much. Whoa, wow, eso fue, excelente. I am so happy that we were able to travel together and visit these interesting, beautiful places and learn more about their culture and their experiences and their contributions to America and the world at large. I hope that each of you enjoyed yourself. And if you don't know something, look it up, research it. Be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. I'll see you on our next adventures. From Mr. Pena and Mr. Howell, adios, amigos and amigas.
Whenever you're ready, it's already over.
Whoa! That's all.